feel like I'm living a nightmare. My family is so lucky that they found this cyberbullying group to go after me and help them, because otherwise I might have been free. I escaped my family. I didn't know that they were going to have 10,000 people on their side to continue abusing me for the rest of my life. They know exactly what to do because they're working with the people who traumatized me. When they deny who my brother is, when they go after his grave, they know that's going to hurt me because my abusive family has told them my weaknesses and my flaws. This is how they're going to kill me. And nobody's ever going to be able to do anything about it because emotional abuse isn't seen as real abuse. But it is. Emotional abuse can kill just as deathly as physical abuse. It just sometimes takes longer and looks a lot different. All I ever wanted was to be loved. And I thought that if I was free of my abusers, maybe I could find that. But there is no being free of abuse, because abuse follows and multiplies, and there is no freedom. The only happiness known can be from the abusers. The only solace I can take is that I have documented it so it can be seen that my family is abusive. It won't be seen by the abusive people watching, but by others. People who know what abuse looks like. People who have hearts and souls. People who don't want to kill me. They'll see what my aunt and her children and my sisters have done. They'll see how abusive it is, and at least that truth will be known. You can't deny your own actions when you're publicly doing it. They're gonna go after my brother again and again until I end my life. Because their goal is for me to end my life. The reason they have that goal is because my abusive family wants me dead for leaving and telling what happened. If I had just stayed homeless and not had a YouTube and not told anybody what my life was, maybe my family would have allowed me to have a life. But because I choose to be honest, because I choose to talk about what I've gone through, my abusers are not going to allow me to survive and build a life for myself. They're not going to stop until they have killed me. And all I can do is document it as it happens, so that at the end, people will be able to go back and see exactly what happened and see the extent abuse follows And also the extent that abuse is denied, even when it's happening right in front of thousands of people. If you're surrounded by other abusers, it will continue to be denied and ignored and seen as normal behavior. But it's absolutely not normal behavior to target somebody's grave. When you need money, you're going to go after my little brother's grave. When you're upset, when you're mad at me, when you've had a bad day, you're going to go after my brother's grave. And you think that that's a reasonable reaction because your brain is only working in abuser mode. You don't know how to do anything but abuse. I promise you it will be seen. Probably not for a long, long time. And probably not until after it has killed me. But you will be seen. Because I will continue documenting it. I wish I lived in the film, in the YouTube age. When I was a child, I would have been documenting it. As a matter of fact, I tried. When I was a senior in high school, I was in a class I didn't need to be in. It was a computer reading comprehension thing. And the teacher asked me to record myself reading a book so that she could get a judge of how fast I could read. I recorded myself reading the book while my parents were fighting. And on the other side of that tape, I recorded nothing but my parents fighting. And I turned that into the teacher. I wanted, even then, for it to be known. But I couldn't explicitly say anything. I wish to God I could get that tape back, because then I would have some sort of proof from back then of what was happening. Of what I was trying to do and of what I failed at. Because now, even though my mom and dad are both dead, my aunt is never going to stop until she's finished. It's never going to be enough. They're never going to see it as enough. I've never gone through enough pain for them to allow me to move forward and have a life. That's what it is when you come from an abusive home. Abusers can't stop. They can't stop. It is a part of who they are as people. They cannot stop abusing me. Which leaves me what options?